All right, here we go. More evidence suggesting that maybe, just maybe, a compact disc resurgence is just around the corner. Hi, my name is Frank. Welcome back to Channel 33 RPM, your channel for vinyl gear and more. So this is really interesting. I've been talking about this now for like a year or two, suggesting that a CD revival is inevitable. I got some cool new stats I want to share with you today. In addition to these stats, I am seeing some other evidence that people are ready to buy compact discs again. Of course, last year CD sales went up for the first time since 2004. That was huge, but that was largely off the back of the new release from Adele, right? A lot of people bought those compact discs. But I'm seeing the smallest signs. In order for there to be a resurgence of this format or a revival of any sort, and I'm not naive enough to think that compact discs would be as popular as they once were. I mean, that ship has sailed. The majority of people, the general public, they all stream music nowadays. But in order for there to be a CD resurgence of sorts, CDs need to gain that cool factor again. And that's kind of happening. I noticed it was so funny. Last week, my 13-year-old daughter came up to me and said, "Dad, can I get a CD player?" I said, "Why do you want a CD player?" And she wants to go to the thrift store, look through the used CDs, buy some discs, and listen to CDs in her room, because this is what the young kids are starting to do now. They're starting to get into that. And they're watching TikTok videos and all this. And I guess it's like a canary in a coal mine, right? My 13-year-old daughter comes up to me and expresses an interest in compact discs. There's something going on. Anyway, that's not the focus of this video. That's just a little thing I observed. And I was like, interesting. Anyway, a viewer and friend of mine, Virgil, sent me this interesting link to an article on the Discogs blog that shows more people are listing compact discs for sale on Discogs, and more people are buying those compact discs. So thank you very much, Virgil, for drawing my attention to this. Let me pull up the article here. So check this out. This, again, from the Discogs blog. It says here, CDs listed for sale have increased every year for the last 5 years, right? More people are putting these on their website. The blog says since 2017, the number of CDs listed for sale on the Discogs marketplace has increased steadily each year, resulting in an overall 465% increase from 2017 until where we are now, halfway through 2022. The number of compact discs for sale has increased almost 500%. And yes, these are not sales. These are people listing those CDs, and they're listing those CDs for a variety of reasons. Who knows, right? But it's also showing there's a market for these, right? People would not be listing them if they were not selling. This article also says Discogs has seen the number of CDs for sale increase by over 4.6 million listings so far in 2022. So this is pretty crazy. And tons of CDs are now for sale. People are listing them like bananas. Also, check this out. CD sales in the Discogs marketplace have also grown in the last 5 years, right? This is the key. So check this out. Between 2017 and 2021, the number of CDs sold in the Discogs marketplace has increased from 1.9 million a year to almost 4 million a year. So from almost 2 million to almost 4 million. So CD sales between 2017 and 2021 have doubled on the Discogs marketplace. So this is interesting. Again, right? People are buying these. And this article goes on to state one of the main reasons for this substantial jump is affordability. With rising vinyl cost, used CDs have become a cheaper alternative. Music fans are combing CD listings for budget-friendly copies of the albums they love most. And this is so true. I hear this from you, from viewers of this channel all the time, who are saying, "Man, I love vinyl, I love records like I do, but they're no longer affordable," right? You can get, say, the latest release, some new releases on vinyl are like $40-50, whereas the compact disc is like $12 or $15. Sometimes it's a no-brainer. If you want to own physical copies of it, you're going to get the CD because you can buy more of them. So in some ways, the success story of vinyl the demand for vinyl and the rising record costs are inadvertently fueling this new demand for compact discs. The other thing I've been hearing a lot about, and it's really interesting, is that college-age kids are finding an interest in compact discs, right? They're also kind of thinking it's cool. So this is another group that could potentially fuel this renewed interest in compact discs. They're looking at it as sort of this retro technology, retro cool, right? Their technology that kind of their parents had, and they've put these things away, and they're discovering those old CDs and those old CD players, kind of like people 10 or 20 years ago did with vinyl, right? They found their parents' old record collections. So all this is really interesting. I think all this is kind of intersecting to this pending CD resurgence, maybe. Now, I know every time I talk about this, I get these comments saying, CDs never went away, Frank. I always bought CDs. Yes, I totally get it. But just because you continue to buy CDs does not mean the general public continue to buy CDs. Check out this graph, and this graph shows the rise and fall of CD sales, which peaked around the millennium and were steadily dropping again until last year. So I continued to buy CDs, you may have, but the general public hasn't. So while this medium never went away from many of us, for the majority of people it did, and it seems like maybe it's finding its cool factor again, and once it does, expect sales to continue to ramp up. So if you are into compact discs or have any interest, now is the time to buy these CDs. They're still priced very reasonably. Prices in many parts of the world are still rock bottom, and I don't think they're going to stay there for long. If you're into CDs, take advantage of those low prices now, because they're not going to stay low forever. All right, interesting video, interesting stats. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Do you still buy CDs? Why or why not? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of the week. Until next time, keep on spinning those compact discs.